This reading is for anyone who feels like life is repeating itself, but you are no longer the same person. You don't react like before. You don't chase the same things. And that subtle shift inside is powerful. This is not about fixing anything. It's about noticing what ends, what settles, and what quietly opens in your life. Each card will show a step forward. Take what resonates. Leave the rest. The first card is awareness. This card shows you finally seeing patterns that kept repeating. Not in a scary way, but in a clear, honest way. You notice how certain situations drained you, how some people took more than they gave, and how your energy moved without your permission. Earlier, you acted automatically. You reacted before thinking. You tried to please, adjust, or fix things on instinct. Awareness now shows that pause, that moment of noticing, is your power. You don't have to react the same way again. Emotionally, this card brings relief. You stop blaming yourself for feeling drained. You stop questioning your instincts. You begin to understand that what happened wasn't your fault, it was the pattern. In daily life, awareness looks like subtle changes. You speak less impulsively. You respond slower. You observe. And that alone shifts everything around you. The second card is choice. This card shows that you are not stuck. Even in situations that look familiar, you now see that you have options. Before, you felt like there was only one way to respond. Now, Spirit shows you another path. Choosing differently does not make you selfish. It means being honest with yourself. You may choose peace over proving a point. You may step back instead of forcing control. That is growth. Emotionally, this can bring guilt at first. You might wonder if you're doing the wrong thing. But that feeling fades when you notice how much calmer your energy becomes. Practically, even one small choice now changes the direction of the situation. You don't need to make everything perfect. You just need to act with clarity. The third card is self-trust. This card shows that your inner voice is becoming steady. You don't need approval the way you used to. You feel what is right even before your mind explains it. Before, you replayed conversations, doubted decisions, and asked everyone else what they thought. Now, your instinct is trusted. You move quietly but with confidence. Emotionally, this brings calm, less overthinking, less replaying old events. You feel stable even when circumstances are uncertain. In daily life, this shows as quiet confidence. You act without announcing. You decide without explaining. Your energy feels grounded. The fourth card is boundaries. This card shows a huge shift. You no longer let things reach you the way they used to. What would have hurt deeply before now stops at the surface. Earlier, you gave until you were empty. You let things slide to avoid conflict. Boundaries now show you stopping things earlier. You protect your energy without guilt. Emotionally, boundaries bring pride. You respect yourself, even if no one else notices. That inner respect becomes more important than approval. Practically, this can look like saying less, stepping back, or limiting access to your energy. You don't need to explain. Actions speak louder than words. The fifth card is detachment. This card does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop carrying what isn't yours. You release responsibility for fixing others or saving situations. Before, effort without respect drained you. Now you see that letting go of unnecessary control brings freedom. You can still love without losing yourself. Emotionally, this brings lightness, less tension in your chest, less noise in your mind. You feel like yourself again. In daily life, detachment looks like focusing on what grows you and letting the rest reveal its truth naturally. The sixth card is emotional balance. This card shows your mood and energy calming. Situations that once had power over you now feel easier to navigate. Before, one word, one action, one message could ruin your day. Now, you recover faster. You don't overreact. You respond with clarity. Emotionally, this feels peaceful. You are not numb, but steady. You feel yourself rather than absorbing everything around you. Practically, this shows in smoother days. Conversations feel easier. Decisions feel lighter. You feel like life is responding to you instead of against you. The seventh card is receiving support. This card shows you that help is available, but only if you let it in. You are used to carrying everything alone. This card shows that it is okay to receive. Before, you hesitated to ask for help. You thought you needed to be strong or independent all the time. Now support comes naturally if you allow it. Emotionally, this restores your strength. Feeling held instead of carrying everything alone feels like breathing after being underwater. In daily life, this looks like letting someone step in, accepting advice, or simply resting while life flows around you. That balance replenishes your energy. The eighth card is closure and renewal. This card shows that old cycles are ending. Situations that repeated themselves, patterns that drained you, and energy that kept you stuck are finally clearing. You don't need dramatic endings. You don't need explanations. Understanding alone releases the hold the past had. Emotionally, this brings calm. You feel free. You feel lighter. You are ready to move forward without repeating old cycles. In daily life, this opens space for new opportunities, clearer connections, and more aligned energy. You step into the next phase stronger and calmer. Affirmation for you: I release what no longer serves me. I trust myself to act with clarity. I receive support without guilt. I step forward lighter, calmer, and aligned. If you want a personal reading where I look deeply at your energy, your next phase, and choices that matter most for you, personal sessions start at $9.